We've had a light touch on what we've done here and tried to keep as much wilderness and wildness around us as we can. I always come back to the nature part of the place is really what draws us all here. This is Atwater Pond, a 32-acre pond surrounded by the 320 acres. That gives us this really serene feeling that you feel when you're here. In 1892, this pond was cut. It was cut by handsaw and horse. Pretty neat to have these historic pictures of people spending time here and sailing on the pond, even in the turn of the century. Grover Cleveland came here to visit. It's a neat mixture of the old and the new. Next to me is a boathouse that was built in 1893, the first structure that was built here when the pond was built. And then there's a cottage that was built in about 1920, which we've renovated. A small little sleeping cabin for a couple kids who want to, quote unquote, spend the night out. And then the main house that my folks built in '74. Just a few years ago, we tried to play on that mid-century modern design and just bring some things a little more up to date, but still keep the charm my parents were looking for at the time. To be that close to nature and kind of this indoor-outdoor living feel, all within a property that my parents wanted to keep simple. You can come and enjoy and just not have to work at all the time. For someone else who wanted to expand what we've done, there's good potential here. So on the 320 acres, we have about 4.5 miles worth of a walking trail where you get to really see the stone walls and the topography of the land and get more in touch with the wildlife as you get further out. It's a really special property, not only as a getaway, but also as a place of abundance. If you're someone who is into foraging or into wildlife, whether you're viewing it or hunting it, I think it's probably one of the best places I could imagine in this area of Massachusetts. Many of my evenings spent when I was a child here out fishing, and now I'm here with my son and fish here. That amazing father-son bonding experience of fishing. We've got pickerel and bass and perch. The cleanliness and the clarity of this water is something that attracted my parents here. I love living in a place like this where I can be totally away and hear nothing and be away, but then jump in the vehicle and go get groceries or go out and have a great meal. I'm 2.5 hours from New York City. I'm 2 hours from Boston. Bradley Airport's 45 minutes away. I find it to be the best mix of super practical and a super escape. I don't feel that this land belongs to my family. This land belongs to itself. It is its own entity. I know that this entity just needs a human steward to keep it well and keep it moving forward and protect it in the future.